What's up, guys? My name is Ace, and today we're going to be talking about the networking and connections in the Modern Warfare beta. And this is going to be based entirely on a video from Chris from Battle Nonsense, which, by the way, he is the leading authority when it comes to network tests and everything like that. I highly recommend checking out his videos, especially this one on Modern Warfare, because all the stuff I'm going to be talking about today is mainly the general things that he found in his video. I don't want this video to be a replacement for his video by any means. I do want you guys to go over and check that out. I mainly just want to spread this information to as many people as possible. So first up, a few things to point out. This is based on the beta build of the game. Things could change for launch, and I hope they do. But what we know so far is during the beta, the game was running on 100% dedicated servers. There were no listen servers. There were no peer hosts at all. And also for the regular modes, the game was running at 62 Hertz, which is really good news. And for the ground war mode with 32 versus 32, it was running more so in the 20 Hertz range, which honestly isn't too much of a surprise with that many players in a Call of Duty game, but it's not really great by any means. So far, knowing that, that's pretty much what we'd be expecting, and that's not bad by any means to have the regular modes running on 60 Hertz servers, and also the fact that they're 100% dedicated servers. However, tick rate doesn't mean everything, and for some reason a lot of people, especially in the Call of Duty community, have gotten into their minds lately that tick rate is everything and that's all that matters, and as soon as you increase that tick rate, connection issues just suddenly disappear, and that's not the case. Tick rate is important, but it doesn't paint the whole picture. The really important part here is the actual measurement of the network delay, and with this, in the standard modes, he was getting a roughly 100 millisecond delay on a 28 millisecond ping for damage, gunfire, and movement in the standard mode, so like the 6v6 and the 10v10 modes. And in Ground War, it was a little bit higher at about 130 to 150. This is where there is a severe problem. This is much, much worse than Black Ops 4, for instance, and most other AAA first-person shooters on the market. And the reason this is such a big issue as well is due to the faster time to kill in Infinite Warfare compared to what we've been used to with Black Ops 4. Most of the standard full auto guns in Infinite Warfare are killing in a little bit over 200 milliseconds. So when you have that average 100 millisecond delay, keeping in mind this is when you have a really good ping at 28 ping, that's a really solid ping to the server. Even with a good ping, you're still getting 100 milliseconds of delay, and that's roughly half the average time to kill of many of the guns in the game. This is what leads to those situations where it looks like and feels like the enemy just started shooting at you and you're already dead. Or it feels like they just fired 1 or 2 shots and you drop dead instantly. However, on your end, everything looks normal and it takes you the 4 to 5 shots that it's supposed to take you to get a kill. This perfectly illustrates the issues that I was having a lot throughout the beta, where even when I was technically getting a good ping, I was getting onto the servers I should have been on, I was running into far too many games where it felt like the enemies were just dropping me instantly, like I had hardcore health, but they had core health for me. And that's a really serious issue with the game. This is something that we actually saw in Infinite Warfare as well. And just out of curiosity, I went back to Battle Nonsense's video on Infinite Warfare when that first came out, and we actually saw pretty much identical delays to what we're seeing now in the Modern Warfare beta. So this is a clear issue, and this is potentially game-breaking. I said this before in my feedback videos. When I was experiencing these issues where it felt like I was being melted instantly, the game was practically unplayable. It was so difficult to enjoy the game during those times. So it is nice to see after these really detailed tests by Battle Nonsense that I wasn't going crazy. There actually are some big issues when it comes to this stuff. And additionally, something else that is really broken is on the PC build of the game, you could see your ping, whereas on the console builds, you couldn't see your ping in-game. However, that ping value that was being displayed was completely inaccurate. It was way off, and it wasn't to be trusted at all. So hopefully that's just a bug that they can easily get worked out when it comes to displaying the ping, and also hopefully they can display the ping for console players, because it's absolutely ridiculous that there are no indicators for your connection quality if you're on console. Like, yeah, you can see when you're searching for a match, it will show you which ping range you're searching within, but that doesn't tell you what your latency is at that moment in the game when it actually matters. So like I said, I just wanted to make this video to bring more awareness to these very clear issues that we're seeing when it comes to networking with Modern Warfare, and hopefully we will be seeing some improvements. Now on the positive side of this, if we look back to Infinite Warfare, like I said, At launch, Battle Nonsense was getting very similar results, and a lot of people were experiencing that same issue. I remember tons and tons of complaints back then when Infinite Warfare first dropped for about the first month or so, with people experiencing that issue of dying instantly, but taking a normal amount of time for them to kill the enemies. And the good news is, if we're looking at history, that improved. After about a month or so of the game being out, that significantly improved. And even now, anytime I go back to play Infinite Warfare, it feels so smooth and basically perfect. It's actually one of the best connection experiences out of the entire Call of Duty franchise, in my opinion, at this point. So I definitely have hope that this can improve with Modern Warfare, but at the same time, I feel like this is something that we need to be talking about within the community, and hopefully the developers can get on top of this quickly so we don't have that entire month at launch with these really inconsistent and horrible connection issues. But with that, that's going to wrap it up for this really quick video. Like I said, I highly encourage you to go and actually check out the video to see all of the actual details that I was referring to in my video here. And with that, I'd like to know in the comment section below, what do you think about Battle Nonsense's results from his network tests in the beta? Did this surprise you at all? Or are you like me, where this pretty much confirms what you were feeling? If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.
Yeah.